Hello, I'm Hansi Parchment. You're watching Talawa TV with Crystal Davis.
Golden Ricketts, how are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. How are you?
I am well. You've made my night. Before we get started, please go ahead and big up the greatest parish in Jamaica.
You're putting me on the spot. So I'm gonna big up St. Thomas because I was born there, and I'm also gonna big up St. Andrew because I grew up there.
I love that. I'll take that. 14.94 games record. You weren't playing about tonight, were you?
No, I definitely knew that the girls were coming out here to fight, so I had to bring my A game and war them.
What got you going? Was it the cold or was it something else?
It's the cold. I like competing in the cold for some strange reason, but then after the first jump, I feel like it got even colder, and then the breeze started changing. So, yeah, I don't know.
What's next for you in terms of achievement? Because this is your greatest career medal, isn't it?
Yes. Apart from the World Championships, yes, this is my first gold. So what's next? I have the Monaco Diamond League next week, and I'm also going to be participating at the Knockout Championships in Bahamas.
Amazing stuff. And how does it feel to inspire the little kids in St. Thomas? Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of them with their eyes gripped to the screen saying, I want to be like Golden Ricketts.
Yes, definitely. I hope to be an inspiration to them. I hope they see themselves in me. If them foot long, them can try the triple jump. You know, if them slim, them can try the triple jump or even high jump.
What if them have short foot?
If them have short foot, then can try to cast about foot short too.
Amazing. Best of luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
That is one of my favorite interviews. Good afternoon, good evening, possibly good morning. All depends on where you're based in the world. If you can hear my fan, please do go ahead and let me know. And I will simply turn it off just for you. Let me know how your weekend has been, guys. Drop a comment in the comment section. To the few of you who have tuned in, please go ahead and hit the like button. The headline reads for itself, doesn't it? If you don't want to read it, I'll go ahead and read it for you. It says Reggae Girlz Weekend of Action Review. And this is officially the first weekend of action review for the new football season. So for the 22-2023 football season. And just for tonight, we are focusing on the Reggae Girlz. I say just for tonight. Next weekend, we're going to do the same. Point I'm trying to make is we're not focusing on the guys tonight. The headline reads for itself. So let's try and read the room and stick to the script. Good day, Keisha. How are you? Good evening. It's been a long time. It's been a couple weeks, right? Before the Commonwealth Games, if I'm not mistaken. How have you been? I hope you're in good health. How's your weekend been? Hope you're having a good weekend and good luck for the week ahead. I'm already into that dreaded Monday morning, guys. I don't know why I'm smiling so hard because usually Mondays are horrible. So I'm already into my Monday morning. It's gone past 12 a.m. here in London. And as ever, I've teed up the live stream so that it can accommodate you guys and your schedule. So hopefully I've managed to get my timing right, and I can see a couple of the regulars in the comment section before I close off. Very, very long. I was sick for a while. I hope you're feeling okay. Okay, thank God. I assume that you was just busy with work or personal life, but I'm glad that you're on the mend and you're feeling better. So long may it continue. Busy weekend. Hey, at least you weren't sat at home feeling bored, right? I hope it was good busy. I hope it wasn't nothing too heavy. So I hope it was good busy. To the rest of you who are silently watching, please do go ahead and show yourselves in the comment section. No pressure. Drop a little hello. I just want to know how you guys are handling your weekend. Your weekend for all of you have pretty much come to an end now, but yeah, it will still be great to know how everyone is. Kevin Williams, good day to yourself. Is it a good morning? Is it a good evening? Where are you based, Mr. Williams? I highly doubt that you're in the UK a bit like myself, so it's probably a good evening. Always great to see you, Keisha. Thank you for your continuous support. Definitely appreciate you and the rest of the guys in the comment section. If you're just tuning in, guys, the headline reads for itself. It says Reggae Girlz Weekend of Action Review. And let me reiterate, this is the first official Reggae Girlz Weekend of Action Review for the new season, so for the 2022 2023 season. Last week we did touch on, or I should say some days ago we did touch on the Hungarian league, looking at Tiffany Cameron and also Marlo Sweatman. So I'll do a little bit of backtrack, and then we'll also talk about again the Hungarian league and look at a couple other leagues in Europe before I close off. Couple good day at the office for a few of the Reggae Girls, couple not so good day. I'm going to get into all of that. But before I get started, let me go ahead and remind you all of how things is looking as it relates to the Reggae Girls at the international level. You guys should probably be fully aware of where we're standing as it relates to the Reggae Girls senior women's team and our upcoming friendlies. But just in case you're out of the loop for whatever the reason might be. I don't know, some of you are probably busy, some of you might have been a little bit unwell, a bit like Keisha. So if you have been unwell and you've been out the loop, allow me to go ahead and update you. All right, so let's go ahead and turn that shared screen on. All right, let's go over to my first tab. I've got plenty of tabs that you guys can see. I've been working away just for you guys, trying to get all the necessary information. You should be able to see this one on the screen. Let's just focus on the top half for now. You probably can't read it because the font is quite small even for me. So I can read it, but you guys probably can't even see it, let alone read it. You don't need to read it because I'm going to do the reading for you. So it says Reggae Girls to play South Korea. If you're just tuning in, I'm just trying to bring you all up to speed for those of you who are out of the loop, completely unaware as to what's taking place with the Reggae Girls senior team, right? The football team of Jamaica, done in the black, gold, and green. So the press release came through from the Jamaica Football Federation some days ago, and it was welcoming news. It is about friendlies, upcoming friendly against South Korea, and it reads as follows: Jamaica senior women's national team, the Reggae Girls, will play South Korea in an international friendly game in South Korea on September the 3rd, 2022. The match will take place in Hasong Sports Complex. The two countries will also play a close training match on September the 6th at Paju National Football Training Center. So that's two dates for you guys to etch in the back of your minds. I don't know, set an alarm, put it down in your calendar, whatever you do, whatever works for you. All I'm asking is for you not to miss those games. And if you do miss it, don't worry, I've got you covered. I'm pretty sure I'm going to find a way to watch at least one of these games. Probably the more likely of the two, as it relates to streaming, is probably the game played on the 3rd. Probably can't get a stream for the game that's scheduled to be played behind in a closed training match for obvious reason. This is a closed training match, so there's probably not going to be streaming that one. But the game for September the 3rd, I should think that one should be available for streaming worldwide. I say worldwide. Don't quote me on that, because things do get a little bit difficult when you're trying to watch international women's football. It's gotten better over the years, but it's still a little bit difficult at times to stream the games from afar. So let me just continue and read the rest of the press release for you. Korea is ranked 18th in the world, while Jamaica is ranked 42. This will be the first ever encounter between the two teams, with the match scheduled in FIFA International Women's Match Calendar. All available players are eligible to be called. So that's some welcoming news. Key takeaway there for you guys. We'll be playing the Reggae Girls, I should say, will be playing against South Korea on September the 3rd, and also 3 days later on September the 6th. So go ahead and remember those days. Those dates. One will be the international friendly, and the other will be played on a close training basis, basically behind closed doors. So that's welcoming news. In World Cup preparation, fixtures in the pipeline in a timely manner. Can't really complain, can we? Hopefully it stays this way, and we continue to add fixtures in every available FIFA window. so that the girls can be fully prepared for when they embark on their second World Cup appearance. So that's two successful World Cup qualifications under their belt. Still in celebratory mood. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm still happy with what the Reggae Girls have achieved in recent months. Jean, why do I feel like you're from Haiti? Hi, how are you? Real, what did I say, Hot Chili? What did I say? Deja vu, right? I did mention a little bit of a deja vu could be on the horizon for Real Madrid and Manchester City. We're going to talk about that. That is on my list of things to talk about. Sorry to the Manchester City fans, and also sorry to Bunny as well. Good day, Miss Brown. How are you? I figured. So I thought, it will sound a little bit repetitive, but I do like to repeat myself with these key information again, just in case one of the regulars didn't have time or couldn't find the time for whatever the reason may be. Could be work related, personal reasons, whatever the reason might be. It's easy to be out the loop at times. It happens to me sometimes. I have to go up and do my own homework to bring myself up to speed. I am well. I am good, although I'm into my dreaded Monday morning. Don't ask me why I'm smiling. I have a clue why I'm smiling, but I'm in a good mood for some reason. If you're just tuning in, the headline reads for itself: Reggae Girls Weekend of Action Review. And let me just go ahead and look at my notes so I know exactly where to start for you guys. Like I said, guys, a few good day at the office for a few of the Reggae Girls, a few not so good days. Let me go ahead and actually start off in England. Surprise, surprise, right? We're going to start off in the second tier of women's football here in England. So that simply means that we'll be starting off in the championship. But before I start off with the championship, or I should say the return of the championship, season opener started over the weekend there, guys, for women's championship football in England. But before I dive into all of that, let me go ahead and read some key information for you guys again so that we can all be on the same page. Want to keep you guys in the loop, so when I'm saying certain things, you're not there scratching your head and wondering what am I on about. All right, so let's go ahead and turn on that shared screen once more. I am. For the love of God, I can't figure out why I'm feeling as good as I'm feeling, but I am. I am good. I hope you're good, Rochelle. I hope everyone in the comment section is good. And those of you who are silently watching as well, I hope that you're all in good health. Let me go ahead and turn on that share screen once more. All right, so let's scroll down to the bottom of my little work area here. Again, apologies there if you guys can't read what's on screen. Don't worry about it. I've got you covered. So the headline for this section says England Women's Championship. Bit of key information there for you guys to note down or just simply try to remember it. If you have a great memory, that's fantastic. If you don't, I think me and you are probably walking in the same street as each other. We're in the same boat as each other, guys. All right, let me go ahead and read that one out to you. Barclays will invest more than 30 million in women's and girls football over the period from 2022 to 2025, doubling the existing investment and setting a new record for investment in UK women's sport. The announcement follows its groundbreaking deal with the FA in 2019 when the bank became the inaugural title sponsor of the FA Women's Super League. For those of you who are wondering, the FA Women's Super League is the top tier of women's competitive football in England. And as I've already stated, the championship falls just below it. So you've got the top tier and then you've got the second tier. And this is where the welcome news, more welcome news comes into play, guys. The bank will also become the first title sponsors of the FA Women's Championship. The league will be called the Barclays FA Women's Championship from the start of the 2022-2023 season. So this current campaign, guys, as Barclays and the FA aim to support the development of the second tier of the women's competition pyramid and encourage further investment in women's football. And I hope that these investment that the FA and Barclays have in mind, welcoming news as I've already stated, but I hope that they're planning and covering all areas, all demographics. So I hope that they're giving sincere thought and planning for like I said, all areas, all demographics, in particularly the Afro-Caribbean demographics, because it's quite shocking, isn't it? How you can live in a country like England, but when you look at the national team, it's not exactly representative of modern England. I know people are going to say if you're good enough to play, you will play and all of that. Yeah, we understand that, but with equality, you need to align equity. You can't have equality without equity, vice versa. So I hope that whatever plan, whatever development plan they're working on, hopefully they're giving some sincere thought into how they can improve the participation of women and young girls from the Afro-Caribbean background. So there's some welcoming news there for you guys. The key takeaway from what's been said so far as it relates to the women's championship in England is that the league will be called the Barclays Women's Championship from the start of this season, so the 2022-2023 season. Um, I don't know why, but I'm gonna take your word for it. I'm definitely going to go ahead and take your word for it. All right, guys, let me go ahead and bring up my notes and see where I should start. I think I'm gonna start off in Hungary. I'm gonna go over to Hungary, and if those of you are unaware, that is the country belonging to Tiffany Cameron and Marlo Sweatman. But they're back again, guys. If you was on my last live stream, you know what I'm on about. They are back again. It just jumped. I don't even know what their problem is, but I hope they don't disrupt my live stream. I just saw tiny spider, guys, and it jumped. I don't even know where it jumped to. But that's the second live stream that spiders have just shown up randomly. So like I said, I'm gonna start off in Hungary again. That's the country belonging to Tiffany Cameron and Marlo Sweatman. That's where they play their club football, guys. So we're gonna go over to Hungary real quick. Oh gosh. All right, let me turn on my shade screen. I hate spiders so much. Um like I said, I'm gonna do a little bit of backtracking again, just to bring us all up to speed. Let me turn on the table for you guys. So as you can see, match day 2 was played this weekend, right? So let's just go back to match day 1 and have a look at how things panned out for the two Reggae Girlz there. This one read for itself, doesn't it? We already spoke about the opening match day 1 for the opening for the 2022-2023 league campaign in the top division of Hungarian women's football. And on this occasion, Tiffany Cameron got things started with a delightful hat trick. This one was on Friday the 12th, so this was more than a week ago. And the full-time scoring read for itself. Eto FC walked away with 3 delightful points. They disposed their opponents 9-0 as it reads on the screen. Probably sound a little bit repetitive because I did share this information with you guys on one of my live streams. And I'm pretty sure I also shared the information on my Instagram as well. So if it sounds repetitive, my apologies. I'm just trying to keep us all on the same page. Okay? So this is a team that you guys need to keep your eyes on as it relates to Hungarian women's football. Again, this is the top division of Hungarian football. Other team that you guys should keep your eyes on. Let's go back to that table is Victoria, and this is the club belonging to Marla Sweatman. Quite similar to Tiffany Cameron in terms of how they kick-started their season. This one reads for itself, doesn't it? They walked away with 2 goals to the good against their opponent. And that was on match day 1. Now, if we move to match day 2, things are a little bit different for Marla Sweatman, that is. Another full-time results that pretty much reads for itself. You don't want to read it, I'll go ahead and read it for you. It says Eto FC 3, Victoria 0. So that simply means that Tiffany Cameron's Eto FC defeated Marla Sweatman's Victoria FC 3-0. And this is how the table is looking after 2 games into the brand new season. You have Tiffany Cameron and Eto FC right firmly on top. Look at their goal difference. 2 games into the season, and they have a goal difference there of 12. Long may it continue. Best of luck to Tiffany Cameron and Marlo Sweatman. See Tiffany sitting at the top of the table with her team. 2 points maximum. Sorry, my apologies. 2 games played, maximum points in their back pocket. 2 games played, 6 points in their back pockets. Again, a goal difference of 12. And in 6th place, we have Marla Sweatman's Victoria FC. 2 games played, 1 win and 1 loss. Hopefully they can bounce back, or they will bounce back in their upcoming match. So those are the 2 teams there to keep an eye on if you are interested in tracking your Reggae Girlz. This thing is bugging me out, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm convinced that it's going to jump at me. These are the 2 teams there to keep an eye on, guys. Eto FC and Victoria FC. Let me remind you all, Eto FC belongs to Tiffany Cameron and Victoria belongs to Marla Sweatman. Let's go back over here and see what you guys are saying. We are Oh God, good day, Mr. Webster. How are you? How are you, Mr. Webster? How's your weekend? How was your weekend? What did you get up to? Seems like you're in good spirits because of your Spurs. Why not? If you're just tuning in, let me go ahead and put that headline up for you. If you don't want to read it, I'll go ahead and read it for you. It says Reggae Girlz Weekend of Action Review. You've been here before, Warren, so you pretty much know what this is all about. So I don't need to explain it to you, but I thought it'd be a good idea to share the headline with you. You haven't missed anything. Pretty much done a brief overview of the Reggae Girlz pending friendly against South Korea, and also their training match against South Korea as well. Just to remind you all, match day 1 is will be played. I should say the only match that it looks like it's going to be available via stream will be the friendly itself, scheduled for September the 3rd. You'll be lucky if you can catch a glimpse of the close training match on September the 6th. If we can manage to watch both of them, guys, we're looking real good. But as things stand, I reckon we'll probably only be able to watch the game on September the 3rd. But we're going to try it. Where there is will, there is a way. So we're going to try and see if we can watch both. I'm going to try my level best to see if I can stream both of those games for you guys. Not the game itself, just to do a live watch along. Just the usual stuff for you guys. Busy weekend, but the ladies rule. Absolutely. Like I said earlier on in the stream, couple good day at the office for a few of the Reggae Girls, couple not so good, but we're gonna get into the rest of that. Already started with Tiffany Cameron. So if I look at my notes, and let's see where next in terms of country. All right, we're gonna make our way over to England. Why not? IT push. Good night, sir. How you? How you doing? How's things looking? You haven't missed much, so don't worry yourself. You've definitely not missed much. All right, guys. Let me try and bring up the rest of my info on screen for you guys. Bear with me 1 second. All right. So from my list, here's how it's gonna work out for the rest of the game, guys. We're gonna talk about Shania Hales for Bristol City. Also going to be touching on the first Reggae Girlz derby, but it didn't actually go according to plan. Not what I had in mind, anyway. So we're going to be touching on Pate Bailey Girls, Crystal Palace, and also Atlanta Premises, London City Lionesses, Siobhan Marie Wilson's Birmingham City. I'm going to talk about Alika Keene. Alika Keene. And we're also going to be looking at some Champions League action. And that's where it might turn a little bit sour for the Manchester City fans. So I do apologize beforehand. Definitely congrats. I like what I liked about Leon. Definitely haven't forgotten his roots. Paid respect to his country of birth. So that was a nice touch. I'm hoping that he can keep the belt, keep the title for some time. So congratulations to Leon Edwards, the new king of the world. Hopefully it stays that way for some time. Good night, Tia. How are you? You haven't missed much. How's your weekend been? All right, guys. So let's go over to. I think I might have to bring something up on screen for you guys. You guys see me looking down. I'm looking for this spider. I just saw one. Just a little baby spider. So that's not a good sign, is it? Whenever I see small spiders, I'm wondering like, where's the parent? Because they must be around there somewhere. Um, and yes, we are talking about them again because I just saw one spring itself at me, but thankfully, I don't know, it landed on the floor. I don't know where it is, but it landed somewhere on the floor. Had a late dinner, pasta salad, rum cake with sweets. How is we're a spider baby, not exactly a fully grown man yet. Spider baby was here. Whenever you're here, they show up. Warren, I'm starting to sense a pattern. I might have to ban you, Warren. Might have to ban you, Mr. Webster. There's a little pattern developing. I'm not really liking it. Spider picnic, yes. Good evening, Mr. Joseph. I am well. I am absolutely well. How are you? How's things in your neck of the woods? Old Trafford seat empty today. Probably empty because your game is scheduled for tomorrow, or I should say today, as I'm already into my Monday. So Monday night football. Um, is it at Anfield or is it at Old Trafford? There is the two old dogs going at it with each other. That is usually the blockbuster game in the Premier League: Manchester United versus Liverpool, or Liverpool versus Manchester United. Um, no, don't go. Stay. Stay. All right, let's get on the rest of the games there, guys. Let me go back and look at my notes real quick. Warren, don't do me like that. Don't make me sad on a Sunday, please. A Sunday for you. Don't start off my Monday morning on a negative note, please. And thank you, sir. All right, guys, let's bring these images up on screen for you guys. Bear with me. We've already spoken about Tiffany Cameron and Eto FC. So let me just reiterate myself for those of you who are just tuning in. Tiffany Cameron and Eto FC defeated Marlon Sweatman's Victoria 3-0 in the top division of Hungarian women's football. Then we have Shania for Bristol City, and Bristol City produced a 1-0 victory over Coventry United. You guys probably want a little bit more information on Bristol City there and Shania. So let's go ahead and turn on my shared screen. Before I do that, I've just realized I actually have to bring my each other. So let's go ahead and look at Crystal Palace's starting 11 to avoid any confusion and also take a little quick look at the bench as well. All right, let's go over Crystal Palace. So this is the new home belonging to Paige Bailey Gill. I hope that she has a fruitful career with them. We do know that she's got it in her locker, tidy finisher, and she's only going to get better because she is quite young. So not quite ready to make her mark at Crystal Palace just yet, but as she is a team player, you saw her in that celebratory um, photo there on screen some moments ago, and she was celebrating victory over her countrymen, Atlanta Primus and London City Lionesses. And if we go over and look at another screen, you guys should be able to see this one right here. Crystal Palace. In case you guys are just tuning in, this is the opening weekend there of the Barclays FA Women's Championship. Barclays are the official sponsor of the second tier division of women's football in England. That is the championship. And this is their opening weekend. And it pretty much reads as follows, doesn't it? Matches played, one apiece for each of the 12 clubs. Few clubs for us to keep our eyes on there in the championship. Already touched on Bristol with Shania, Crystal Palace in Page, and we've also looked at London City Lionesses with Atlanta Primus. So those are a couple of the teams there for you guys to keep an eye on. We also have Birmingham City. Now this one was a bit of a stalemate. I hope you guys can see my shared screen. Can't remember if I actually turned it on. This one's a bit of a stalemate. Not the best way to kickstart your season, but it is definitely better than a defeat, and that is a stalemate there for Birmingham City and Lewis. And in case you guys are wondering who plays for Birmingham City, I'm gonna go ahead and show you. And that's the lady who plays for Birmingham City, none other than Siobhan Marie Wilson. Siobhan Marie Wilson and Birmingham City were held to a little draw against Lewis. And this is all in the opening day of the new championship football season, the second division of competitive women's football in England. So no upsets so far on the opening day of the season. One little bit of a, it's not really an upset though, is it, guys? Reggae Girlz Derby. I love Reggae Girlz Derby because that set the tone for my weekend, because I know either which way I'm going to be happy. On this occasion, you're probably feeling a bit like Paige. You should be feeling a bit like Paige, because it's a win-win. It's either a Crystal Palace win or a London City Lionesses win. And on this occasion, it is Paige Bailey Girls, Crystal Palace, who are in the better mood. And you can tell because they're smiling from ear to ear. Now we're gonna go ahead and look at the dawn of the weekend, and you should be looking at a photo there of Alika Keene. I say she's the dawn of the weekend. You guys will probably agree with me, as it relates to league football in Europe played for this weekend. Alika Keene grabbed a goal on her debut as Slavia Prague thumped Dukla Praha 12-0 in the Czech women's first league. So that's the top division of women's football in the Czech Republic. And we all know when Alika Keene scores a goal, she scores bangers. I don't need to remind you guys of what happened some months back from Alika Keene at the international level for the senior women's Reggae Girlz team. That was an absolute beautiful goal. Like I said, when she scores, she only scores bangers. If I could go ahead and find her team for you guys, see if I could bring something up on screen. And surprise, surprise, shared screen's behaving itself tonight. Long may it continue. Let's go ahead and just bring myself back up on screen, and we can go ahead and look at the result. And this is what I'm talking about here, guys. Results read for itself. Slavia Prague defeated Dukla Praha 12-0, and we had a goal from a Reggae girl, none other than Alika Keene. She came on in the second 45, and she handled business as you do, as you should. Match day one played. Good way to start the season, isn't it? A bad way to make your mark. Goal difference of 12, 3 points in the back pocket. Long may it continue, sitting pretty at the top of the league there, and that is the top division of women's football as it relates to the Czech Republic. Long may it continue for Alika Keene and Slavia Prague. See what you guys are saying in the comment section. Really? No sound? Can you guys hear me now? What was the last thing that you guys heard? I think I might have to try a different way of reading that out to you guys. You guys didn't hear nothing at all? Tell me what you guys heard, and whatever you guys missed out on, I will go ahead and reiterate it. So I was giving credit to the shared screen option, and it was messing me about all along. I apologize, guys. Let me know if you guys what did you guys hear? What was the last thing that you guys heard as it relates to the players playing for their respective clubs and the results? Did you guys hear about Alika Keene? Did you hear about Siobhan? Did you hear about Shania, Paige? You heard about Keene. Oh, so you heard that she scored a opening goal, a debut goal on the opening day of the season for Slavia Prague, and that was match day one. Hopefully you guys would have caught wind of that. So if you did, and I trust that you must have heard the rest of the results. If you didn't, I'll go ahead and reiterate what was said before I close off on the show. Sorry about that, guys. You can give YouTube a search. Go ahead and search on YouTube. Sorry that I can't share the goals with you guys, because those things are, they've got the copyright attached to them, and if I do show them, there will be some consequences there. So that's the reason why I work with the images and the shared screen. So my apologies there, guys. All right, continue. You're more than welcome. You are more than welcome. Mr. Beckford, didn't see you there. You got your comments got lost between the rest of the comments. Good day. How are you? Good evening. How's things for you in your neck of the woods? All right, let me go ahead and give you a little brief overview of what's been said so far, because something is telling me that you guys probably didn't hear everything. So let me go ahead and reiterate what's been said so far. Tiffany Cameron and Eto FC defeated Marla Sweatman's Victoria 3-0. This is all for this weekend. Shania Hales and Bristol City produced a 1-0 victory over Coventry United. That is in the second tier of women's football in England. Tiffany Cameron and Marla Sweatman play in Hungary for their respective clubs. Paige Bailey Gale um, Paige Bailey Girls Crystal Palace defeated Atlanta Premises London City Lionesses 1-0 again in the Women's Championship, or now we can call it the Barclays FA Women's Championship. Barclays are the official sponsors of the 2022-2023 Women's Championship. Siobhan Marie Wilson and Birmingham City were held to a 0-0 draw against Lewis. And this, I definitely know that you guys heard. Alika Keene grabbed a goal on her debut as Slavia Prague thumped Dukla Praha 12-0 in the Czech Women's First League. Again, that's another game that was played on the opening day of the season. So I think I managed to bring you guys up to speed. Apologies about the audio earlier on. No idea why it wasn't working. So sorry about that. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go over to some Champions League action. If you support Manchester City, you might want to cock your ears for this part. And again, apologies there to Rochelle and Hot Chili. You guys pretty much, I do trust and believe that you guys are aware of the full-time score already. So please don't shoot the messenger, okay? All right, let's go over to some Women's Champions League results. Two teams for us to should say three teams there. My apologies. Three teams for us to keep an eye on before kickoff, that is. As it relates to the next round, there's only one team for us to keep an eye on. So let's see if I can bring everything up on screen for you guys. I gave myself a little scare. I'm wondering, why am I seeing games being played yesterday when it's supposed to be today? Completely forgot that I'm already into my Monday morning. Hence the little bit of a delay. I was like, what's going on here? All right. So we know that Gintra is the club belonging to Trudy Carter. Unfortunately, they've suffered another defeat. And this is the round one, guys, there, as it relates to the qualifiers of the Women's Champions League. So that's back-to-back defeat there, unfortunately, for Trudy Carter and Gintra. And in case you're wondering, Gintra is based in Lithuania. For those of you who want to track your Reggae Girlz, go ahead and keep an eye on Gintra and Trudy Carter in Lithuania. This one probably lighten your Sunday, even if you support Manchester City. Considering you support the Reggae Girlz also, this one must be music to your ears. The results reads as follows. Kelly McCoy and Rangers advanced to the next round of the UEFA Women's Champions League, and they tucked in their opponents 4-0 to the good, and they are safely into the next round. Now, there's where it gets a little bit rocky. That deja vu that I was talking about on the last live stream. I hope you guys can hear me. If you guys can't hear me, let me check. Can you guys hear me? Well, you guys aren't saying that you can't, so I trust that you guys can hear me. Hopefully you can. Spoke about that potential deja vu on the horizon as it relates to Manchester City and Real Madrid. And it was indeed deja vu in terms of one team progressing to the next round of the Champions League. Caroline Weir coming back to haunt Manchester City. And the full-time score reads for itself with this one, doesn't it? That is a result that basically translates into Bunishaw and Manchester City were held to a deja vu heartbreak against Real Madrid, quite similar to last time round last year. City's hopes of reaching the Champions League group stage is unfortunately over, and with this result, it has come to an end this time round. Maybe next time round it will be a little bit more different. Hopefully, it'll be a positive results for Manchester City. This is why I said to you guys in the last live stream that I think the organizers of the Champions League, they need to find a way of polishing this whole qualifying process, because it's incredible to think that you either have Manchester City or Real Madrid in a competition, one of the biggest sporting competition in the world, at early doors before things even get intense and highly competitive. One of them not making it through to the next round. It's crazy. I don't even know how to like process that, but we did predict that, you know, we could potentially see some deja vu reoccurring. Unfortunately, it has happened again at the expense of Bunny and Manchester City. Hopefully, next time round, things will be different for them. And in case you guys are wondering, what does this mean for round two? Round two, as it relates to us lending our full support for Rangers and Kayla McCoy. Kayla McCoy plays her football in Rangers. Rangers are based in Scotland, for those of you who are keen to know. So go ahead and keep an eye on the Scottish division, not just for Kayla McCoy, but also for Vianne Sampson as well. She's found a new home at Hearts. We're going to get into that in a short while. So let's go ahead and turn back on that shared screen so we can have a little read of the Champions League round two. Not ignoring you guys in the comment section. Bear with me. Let me get through this Champions League wrap up, and then I'll turn my attention to you guys, okay? So the UEFA Women's Champions League round two draw will be streamed live from Lyon 1 p.m. on Thursday, the 1st of September. So how far are we away from that? Let me go ahead and check my calendar. What day is it? Okay. Just a week and some days away from the official draw. Played over two legs on the 20th to the 21st, and on the 28th to the 29th of September. The ties will decide the 12 teams that will join holders Lyon and fellow direct entrants Barcelona, Chelsea, and Wolfsburg in the group stage, running from October, the best month. Round two is split into two paths: the Champions Path, with 14 teams competing for seven group places, and the League Path, with 10 teams competing for five group places. Both will consist of two leg ties. The 15 teams progressing from round one joins sides beginning at this stage, including 2006-07 winners Arsenal, two-time runners-up Paris Saint-Germain, former semi-finalists Bayern Munich, and debutants Real Sociedad. That's massive, Real Sociedad. Best of luck to them in the Champions League. And that is how we're looking so far, guys. So go ahead, and there's a couple dates there for you guys to remember. If you guys want to keep up to date with the UEFA Women's Champions League for this current season. Round two, keep an eye on Rangers and Kayla McCoy in round two. The draw will be done live from Neon at 1 p.m. on the 1st of September. Can't believe next month is September. I'm delighted because it means it's going to be getting cold soon. I know. Oh God, I do feel for you guys. I genuinely feel for you guys. These things happen though, so chin up and you go again this season. Mr. Scott, good day. How are Better you say it than me. Better you say it than me. Yeah, it was always going to be tough. It was always going to be tough. There's going to be an upset on the cards. Um, either way, right? There's a two heavyweights that we're talking about. So there was always going to be some upset. Um, okay, so I did. Let me just take a quick look at my notes, guys, to make sure that I haven't missed out on anything on my list. There's a host of things to talk about, but I don't know if I want to do it all in one go, or I just want to stretch this out to potentially coming back for you guys during the week. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Okay, so before I go, let's go back over to Scotland and let's look at Vian Sampson. Now this one is a little bit um, of a outdated news, but for those of you who have been kept out of the loop, let me go ahead and bring you up to speed. Let's go ahead and look at Vian Sampson. This one reads for itself. Vian Sampson joins Hearts Women. Good smile. And it reads as follows. The 26-year-old centre back started her career by coming through the youth ranks at Charlton Athletic before making a move to Arsenal. A graduate of the Arsenal Ladies Centre of Excellence, Sampson made her competitive debut for the team against Everton in the final game of the 2014 season, helping Arsenal to a 3-1 win. Sampson has already assembled an impressive CV representing England at the U17s and the U19s level, featuring for West Ham United and spending a season on loan to the London City Lionesses before returning to Charlton Athletic for the 2020-2021 season. The club bids Vian a warm welcome to Hearts and wishes her every success in maroon. Okay, I noticed that there's no mentioning of Jamaica, the country that Vian plays for. So next time, Hearts, please do go ahead and put some respect on our country. She don't belong to England no more. Not sure she ever did. She belongs to Jamaica. So not sure who did this write up, but next time don't do that. Put some respect on her country's name, Jamaica, at that. Because she's just qualified for a second successive World Cup on the bounce. Her country is just qualified for a second successive World Cup on the bounce. So yeah, let's get that right next time, Hearts. Anyways, best of luck to Hearts and Vian Sampson for the upcoming season, or I should say the season that's already gotten underway up in Scotland. So let's go ahead and look at Hearts women. Look at the table actually there, guys. Like I said, already underway for Vian Sampson and Hearts. They are sat in 7th place. Hopefully they can slowly make their way up into the top half of the league. They're already in right down in the, call it the middle, or just beneath the halfway line, because there's 12 teams there in the league. So hopefully they can make slow progress and pull themselves further up the league. So that's 2 players there for you guys to keep your eyes on. Vian Sampson at Hearts and Kayla McCoy at Rangers. 2 matches played for Hearts, 3 points in the bag. Rangers played 2, 1, 2. Look at that goal difference there, guys. So Rangers and Kayla McCoy. 22 is their goal difference of the 2 games played. They've been out of action as it relates to the league because they have been participating in round 1 of the Women's Champions League. And they have successfully advanced to the next stage. They defeated their opponents, Pahok, 4-0 in today's Champions League qualifier. So they're safely into round 2. And we're going to keep an eye on Rangers, the rest of the teams in across Europe, I should say. Um, so you will be hearing about what's happening in France as it relates to Chantal Swaby and also then Blackwood. We're also going to be touching on some leagues elsewhere. Right, you guys are probably wondering why haven't I mentioned the WSL in terms of any fixtures. Well, let's go back over to our shared screen. In case you guys are wondering, the WSL is the top flight of women's football in England, and here's how things is looking. Match day 1 out of 2022. Things get underway on the 20 and the on the 10th of September. Got a game to keep our eyes on. We got Rebecca Spencer and Drew Spence kickstarting their league campaign against the Red Devils, Manchester United. And let's see what Bunny's then Bunny, I think Bunny is actually taking on Arsenal on the first day of the season. So let's see, yeah, on September the 11th, she'll be taking on last year's runners-up Arsenal, and that is a home fixture there for Bunny. So that is why I have not mentioned the WSL, because they haven't kickstarted their season. But they will soon. Things are good. Just recovering. Oh wow. Wow. How you feeling? That's a tough one, isn't it? How you feeling? Have to support anyone who has the Reggae Girlz on their team. I'm just glad that Real Madrid is not in England. Why? You don't think no team in England can manage Real Madrid? It's just one of those bad days at the office, isn't it? Doesn't mean that they're not beatable. Definitely does not mean that they're not beatable. I hate the format of the women's. I cannot stand the format of the women's Champions League. So I'm with you on that. It's a bit too much. Like I said on my last live stream, it kind of reminds me of Europa League. It's just so unnecessary. They really need to polish up the format because it's so unattractive as things stand. Real Madrid is, you seem to have a heavy dislike for Real Madrid. Why is that? What's everyone having for dinner, by the way, guys? It's been a while since I've asked you guys that. What's on the dinner menu? I decided to break away from the traditional rice and peas. Couldn't do it today, guys. So I had something different. I had lasagna, for those of you who are wondering. What did you guys have there in the comment section? I've got a couple more minutes, probably 3 more minutes until I close off. I have a feeling I haven't given you guys everything that I wanted to give to you. Yes, I did say a couple more dates for you guys to etch in the back of your minds, and I should have actually reminded you guys of the World Cup draw. So for the 2023 World Cup taking place in Australia and New Zealand, the draw will be held on Saturday, the 22nd of October. That's another date for you guys to etch in the back of your minds. I do have some more football to touch on elsewhere in a couple other leagues, but I think I'm going to leave that one for a separate day. I might merge that. Yeah, maybe next time round I might merge the Reggae Girlz and the Reggae Boys together. I already know what that is. I hope you enjoyed it. I couldn't do it today, Rochelle. I just couldn't do it. I thought about it yesterday because I usually do my food shopping on the weekend, and I said no, I can't do it. Particularly because I knew I weren't going to be in a good mood. I weren't going to be feeling well today. So I was like, okay, I'm not trying to stand on my feet for too long. So let me go ahead and just cut out all that long standing and do something that's simple, nice and easy, straight to the point. Man United women finally signed a black player I saw. At least you have a black player. What about my club? Seems what these teams, they don't realize how much representation matters and how much it means to the fans, and we notice these things. We know they're lucky that they have fans who are loyal to their product, loyal to their brand, and it's the loyalty that keeps people going. Because really and truly, if I was new to football, I probably wouldn't support the team that I support now. If I'm being completely honest with you, because where is the representation? Where is the representation? I had the old fashioned. How was it? Was it who cooked? Was it you that cooked hot chili? Hope you enjoyed it. All right. I'm gonna be closing this in a couple minutes time, guys. I need to take some painkillers and call it a night. And yes, I am still looking around for that spider because I have no idea where it's gone. Oh, I learned the other night, by the way, guys, that they don't like peppermint. So I need to go ahead and buy some peppermint. Mine was lovely. Mine was lovely. It's one of my favorites. So mine was lovely. And the odd thing about lasagna is it actually tastes better the day after. So tomorrow it will taste better than today. I don't know how that works, but for some reason, maybe that's just me thinking that. But I find that it tastes much better the day after. I don't know if anyone would agree with me on that, but yeah, that's how it works. So, all right, if you guys are out and about, I hope that you make it home safe and sound. Thank you guys for tuning in to another live stream. The headline reads as follows: Reggae Girls Weekend of Action. If you've missed the show, kind of go back and rewatch from the start. Um, Plenty of information there for you guys to dissect. Some good day, a good day at the office for a few of the Reggae Girls, a not so good day at the office for one or two Reggae Girls, but um, at least we have a few positive results to celebrate until the next match, and then we go again, and we go again, and so on. To be honest, I owned the cook on Sunday, so yes, I did, and it was great. Of course, it was hot chili. Of course, it was. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hope you ate for both of us. Yes, it's crazy, especially Arsenal. Exactly. I mean, it's part of their DNA, part of their makeup, part of their culture, isn't it? So, to not have any black players is just outrageous, to be honest with you. And that's never ever a dig to the players because the players don't sign themselves. It's more to do with the recruitment. So the onus is on the club. The onus is on the club to stick to your DNA, stick to your culture. Um, I think that is it, Philip, Mr. Philip. I had some chicken foot soup. Oh, okay. That is mouth watering. Please do go ahead and eat for both of us. Yes, yes, 100%. It's actually really easy to make, Rochelle. You should try making it one day. Easy to make. On a positive, it's filling. It is so filling, and you can have that for maybe 2 days because there's just depending on your portion and depending on how many people you're cooking for, but you should be able to stretch that out to 2 days. So if you're a working woman, so a lasagna probably just is probably exactly what you need. That is probably exactly what you need to keep you going, save you having to come home and cooking after work because I know that can be a tedious task at times. Okay, you guys are eating good. I like that. You guys are wealthy. You're gonna have to teach me, guys. You guys are doing something right, clearly. By the way, someone asked me for an interview the other day, and spoke to your player, and like I said, it is always feasible. But when the time is right, I will bring her back on just for you guys. So I will bring you back your Tiffany because I know you guys love Tiffany. So I'll bring her back on when the time is right for both of us. Okay? Nah, I never had it. Know what you mean? You should try it. 100% try it. If I could make it and send it to you, I 100% would. Because it's one of my favorite dishes to make. Only because it's dead easy, and like I said, it can last me for 2 days going. Which sometimes exactly what I need. When you got a busy schedule, it's nice to come home and just put something in the microwave to warm up and just full your belly and put your feet up. Good evening, Mr. Gregory Reed. How are you? I'm only just coming on and didn't know you were here. Hey, better late than never, right? At least you showed up. That's the most important thing. Um, yeah, like I said, guys, I need to go take a few painkillers. So I'm going to be ending the show. Nothing to do with yourself, Mr. Reed. Definitely nothing to do with yourself. I think that's happened on a few occasions where you come on and somehow I'm about to end the show. So it's a bit of a awkward timing. You are a workaholic, always working. I don't envy you in the slightest. What settings should I put the notification on to know when you're live? I'm missing out. I think you have to hit the notification bell. Thank you for asking, by the way. Appreciate your support. Just like the rest of the guys in the comment section. Definitely appreciate you guys. I will be back during the week as well, but you know how it goes. I don't like coming on just to talk at you. If I'm coming on, I want to give you guys some valuable information. So we're gonna get things going, or I should say, keep things going during the week. Again, if you're on your way home, I hope that you make it. Oh my, I need to talk to Miss Cleo about Warren Webster. I don't know why Warren's beefing me lately, guys. Warren, what did I do? Warren's really been beef. I think I need to get the boys back on. I need to get Mikey back. I need to get Richard. Mikey's in Jamaica with his missus, so he's spending some well deserved time off, and he deserved it because he's had a tough year. So he deserves to let his hair down. Mr. Stevens, I haven't spoken to him in a while, but he's probably busy. I need to bring them back on the show so that my Warren can have a go at them instead. I prefer when he has a go at Mikey and Richard than myself. I like to be the spectator, watching along and laughing. But yeah, guys, thank you as always for your support. Let me turn off that shade screen. I don't need it no more. Thank you as always for your continuous support. One important week ahead of me, guys, and I just pray to God that it goes according to plan. Um, yeah, hopefully the smile won't be wiped off my face in the coming days or so. So yeah, important week ahead for me. Hope you guys have a productive week. Hope you smash all of your goals. If you don't have any goals, make sure you set yourself some goals before the dreaded Monday morning um, arrives at your doorstep. It's already Monday for me, so I'm already into a brand new week. It should be on all or personalized. I think the notification is just for all. I think it covers all live streams or any video that's uploaded onto the channel. They definitely can't. That's probably why they're hating. Mind you, since you had your little boxing match with Richard, Richard's been behaving himself with Tottenham. He doesn't utter a bad word about Tottenham, even when you're not around. So Richard definitely learned his lessons with Tottenham, and it's definitely all love, Mr. Webster. Yeah, so like Rochelle said, Philip, it should be for all of the videos. Mr. Tennessee Lewis, how are you, sir? How's things in your neck of the woods? How you doing? Yep, calm as I am about to close off on the show. Bit of an awkward timing that, isn't it? Bit of an awkward. But you follow the Instagram, so whatever was said on the live stream, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to catch a little glimpse of it on the Instagram because I will be putting out some of the content over on the Instagram. So whatever was said on here, I'm gonna put some of that information over on the Instagram account as per usual. Like Miss Brown said, go ahead and have a great week, guys. Let it be a productive one. Will Tiffany be back anytime soon? In what capacity? In what capacity are you asking? What is that, on the channel, in the national team? What was the score, Warren? It's on, but I missed. That's interesting. I'm not really sure why you're missing the um the notification. Maybe you should try turning it off. So turn off the notification and then turn it back on again, and then maybe that will work. I'm not sure. Maybe you need to update your YouTube app. It's probably something along those lines. So perhaps try updating your YouTube app and maybe then it will work. So we should all be in the same boat here, guys. We should all be up to speed, updated on the Reggae Girlz and how they're performing. Couple of the leagues yet to be started, so when they kickstart, I will be sure to let you guys know. Have deliberately missed out on a couple of the Reggae Girlz because I want to save that information for another show. Gives me something to come back and speak to you guys about during the week. Will she be playing in any of the friendly matches? If God has anything to do with it, I should think so. She's fit, isn't she? Fit as a fiddle, scoring goals, score a hat trick on the opening day of the season. So yeah, why not? I should think so. Should think that if you're good enough to play, you'll get called up if you're handling business for your respective club. Irrespective of the league that you play in, then you should get a call up. No? So yeah, I don't know. I'm going to guess and say yes. I can't say she will be, but I'm gonna say she should at least get a call up based off what we know of her, not just what she's doing now at her club level. She's been doing it over in Hungary, and she also shows up for the national side as well. So yeah, I should think that she's in line for a call up. Just lucky to catch you on this time. Um, I don't know, Mr. Beckford. I just assumed that you was busy. I didn't realize it was because of the issue there with the notification. Thank God that you're on the road to recovery, a bit like Keisha. I missed you guys. I was wondering where you guys were. I was like, okay, maybe they're tied up with work. But it's nice to see you guys in the comment section. Sometimes YouTube don't send up. Yeah, you're right. I was gonna say something else, but yeah, you're absolutely right. You are right about that. I've heard other content creators complain about the same issue with YouTube, so you're right. For the international team, yeah, I think I've covered this, Mr. Reed. But yeah, hopefully she will be back in the black, gold, and green. I can't say if she will or not because I'm not the gaffer. The only person that can answer that is Mr. Lon Donaldson. I unfortunately can't answer it for him. But I should think so, right? She's not doing anything that isn't worthy of a call up. She's playing, she's fit, she's healthy, she's scoring goals. That is her job as a forward. So 2-0. Wow. Who are they playing? I hope the girls stay injury free and fit and get more friendly. I hope the Football Federation put more friendly in the pipelines because the girls need to be in their best form. best form for both club and the country. You're more than welcome, Warren. It's my pleasure. Honestly, I enjoy keeping you guys in the loop. It's one of the things that I look forward to. Thank you guys for your continuous support. Definitely can't sit here and talk about the Reggae Girlz without having you guys by my side. So it works both ways, doesn't it? Yes, because I don't. It's up to, yeah. I don't know, guys. It's weird. Sorry about that. But I guess it's a YouTube thing. The only other thing I can think of is your YouTube app up to date. Not really sure if that should have an effect on you guys not receiving notifications, but yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Hope we can secure more friendlies for the girls because preparation for World Cup is, yeah, definitely key. Preparation is absolutely key. Holland, okay, okay. Would have been in favor for a Nigeria win for obvious reasons, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Tiffany is my star. Yeah, Tiffany is one of the fan favorites. So yeah, hopefully by the grace of God, she'll receive another call up. So we're gonna be getting into Reggae Girls action again, guys. Because remember they have two games coming up against South Korea, one in the international friendly and one that's played behind closed doors. First match is on September the 3rd, second match is on September the 6th. So, looking at my calendar, guys, if things go our way, we should at least get a squad announcement this week, right? Because the first match is on the 3rd of September. So we should at least get a squad announcement this week. I've never been so excited for international football. Usually, I hate international football when it's being played during the season, especially when the season just got started. But because it's for World Cup preparation, listen, they can kickstart or pause the league activity 100 times. I couldn't care less because we're preparing for World Cup, so it's for a invaluable reason. So Spain, Brazil, and Netherlands are in so far. Okay, so looks like need to go and look at that because usually I'm going with the country with the most black players. Whoever have the most black players gets my vote because representation is key. So why not? True, and we all know our story with preparation exactly. Exactly. My phone is slow lately, so I guess that's why I'm getting it early, or probably I think it's more of a YouTube thing, if I'm being honest, because I've heard other people complain about the same thing, so I think it's a YouTube thing. Jamaica have a lot of game in September. I like this question only because, yeah, you're kind of interfering with my next topic, Warren. Not that I mind. Must is such a delicate word, isn't it? Must, what, why? I get where you're coming from, but it's such a delicate word because here's where I'm at. I feel like if you're good, I believe if you're good enough to play, you should play. You should, one, receive a call up, and you should be in the starting 11. All depends on your contribution for your team at club level and also how you look in camp, right? And again, that's irrespective of the league that the player or any player play in. But since you're talking about five core players, I think it's such a difficult one. It's tough because to answer that, you have to figure out the system. What system is your gaffer looking to play with? What's his system? What's his style of play? I think me and you have spoken about this already, Warren, that we're still trying to figure out the system and the style of play as it relates to the senior Reggae Girls team. But I think if you're looking at what players do at club level and international level, it's the usuals, really. So your Bunny, your Cameron, your Brown, um, and it gets a little bit difficult because I'm looking at players who make up that core element that you're talking about, and they're not getting game time at club level. So I'm starting to worry a bit because I'm looking and I'm thinking, you're not getting game time, but it's not because you're not good enough. It's not because you're not fit. It's literally because you're out of favor for your respective clubs. So then that kind of like rip up the whole core player alignment. You need to have your core players anyways because you need to have your chemistry going on the field of play and off the field of play, and so on. But how are you going to bring your core players together if some of those core players are out of action for their respective clubs? It makes things a little bit difficult. So that's actually something that I wanted to talk about. So it's good that you've actually touched on it before I dived into things. That's why I said I wanted to come back later on at some point to speak about a couple of the other reggae girls because yeah, little cause for concern here and there with a few of the reggae girls and their respective clubs. So yeah, it's a tough one, Warren. This goes back to a couple of the stuff that was said in the last live stream as it relates to maybe a couple of the fans being a little bit upset because you don't get to see your favorite players. One, it's a likelihood that it will happen because every manager, rightly or wrongly, will have their preferred players. That's just part of the game. Also, it might come down to being inactive for their respective clubs. So those are a few things that we should like keep in mind when it comes to these friendlies, and inevitably the all important roster for the 2023 Women's World Cup. We're months away from that, but it's still something to think about long term when we're keeping an eye on the progress of these girls and women playing for their respective clubs, playing in college or university, you name it. Is there other players that needs a look at? Hmm. I think we can all think of players that we would like to see receive a call up, but whether or not the gaffer agrees, that's a whole different story. 100%. Yeah, Drew, you can't even debate with Drew. Drew is definitely that spine there in the middle, right? And yeah, having Becky between the sticks, definitely agree with you on that. But also you need squad depth. If you're talking about core players, it for me extends onto the bench as well. It makes up the squad depth. You need players who have been there, but when I say been there, I'm referring to players who played at the last World Cup. So the last World Cup, 2019 World Cup in France. Because what you don't want to do is um, come out with a handful of core players and then combine that with new players who haven't played at that level before, because dare I say you might put yourself at risk of replicating what was done at France in terms of players taken to the field of play and being a little bit stage fright. And you won't be stage fright because that would be their biggest game of their career, period. So it's natural that they will be a little bit stage fright. So you don't really want that. So you have to get the balance right. You want to get the core players, but you want to get the right core players into the team. And if you're going to be recruiting, you need to make sure that they've got the right DNA to play for Jamaica. Don't just call up a player because they play in a well-respected league. What do they know about Jamaica? Do they respect the country? Are they seeing this as a ticket to the World Cup and don't really have no sincere connection with Jamaica? So good that it's Lauren Donaldson that has to make these decisions and not myself, because it's a tough one. Good night, Blakey. How are you? Good night, Mr. Campbell. How are you? What apart from the obvious bunny, who would you miss the most? Who would I miss the most? As in, if they don't make the World Cup squad, or something else. It's very kind of you. What do you mean by that, Warren? All right, I'm gonna take this one to 1 hour and 30 minutes, guys, and then I'm going to close off. Wow, brutal, brutal. The first one that comes to mind is probably the obvious answer in terms of um poof, what she brings to the team, what she's done at club level, what she does when she meets up with her team. The first name that comes to mind is Cameron. Um, and again, looking back at the last month of qualifiers there, the pivotal month, and all the other months were just as important, but that one was even more important because we had to get the job done once more to create further history. Cameron definitely springs to mind, Mr. Webster. Again, I don't know if she's going to receive a call up this time round. I assume that she will. I assume that she will receive a call up. Can't see why she wouldn't. Yeah, I don't think you needed to answer that one, Mr. Scott. Definitely know that you'll be missing Carter the most. Big up yourself, Mr. Formula Sports. How are you? Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know what? I can't see her not getting called up though. I'm reading this formula as in who Warren thinks might not get a call up. I might be wrong here, but I'm thinking it because he's already named his core players and Becky was part of the core players. So I'm just going off based off what we saw at the last World Cup qualifiers, right? The final round, that is. So that's why I said Cameron, because I don't think that Becky would miss out. I don't know if Cameron would miss out neither. I don't know what goes through Lon Donaldson said. I don't know what type of player he prefers, and still trying to figure out his system and so on. So I think it's safe to say that Becky is safe, like how you would say a Bunny is safe, a Jody Brown is safe. There's certain plays that you can look and be like, yeah, you'll be fine, irrespective of not knowing the style of play and so on. Spencer, for me, her leadership we need. Yeah, you need leadership, but let's not underestimate the experience, Mr. Webster. That's why I'm saying that I feel like you would miss A Cameron because she's been there the last time round. So you're not going to be having her looking at a World Cup occasion being stage fright. You know, not being able to focus, not being able to switch on, not knowing how to put the ball into the back of the net. Yeah, I don't really think that would happen with her. But yeah, I don't know what goes through Mr. Donaldson said. Rebecca Spencer is our MVP and would be the most missed. I think she is fine. Like I said to you, I don't think that she would miss out. Definitely don't think that she would miss out. Okay, cool. So no, Marla definitely gets love from myself. That question there probably has to be placed at the doorstep of Mr. Lauren Donaldson. Definitely after, because I don't know. I don't know. You can't take everyone, can you? You can't take everyone on board. Definitely, everyone can't play. Everyone, even the players who are on the bench, you only get a handful of minutes realistically, unless we're in a situation where we are forced into a substitution um, outside of the need for a healthy rotation. I don't know. I don't know if Marler is part of Lon Donaldson's plan going forward. I do not know. Our MVP is Bunny. 100%. Who is disagreeing with that one? Most valuable player indeed. 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 I don't even want to think about Bunny being missed. That is nightmares before bed. I don't even want to think about that. But yeah, definitely. Definitely, definitely, definitely. I think Shaw, Spencer, and Drew. Yeah, talking about the spine of the team, Shaw, Spencer, Drew. Can't argue with that. Um, Mr. Formula Sports, you and I need to pick up a conversation. You and I need to pick up a conversation at some point, sir. No, you're a money man. I know you're busy, so I don't want to interfere with your schedule. All right, guys. Let me give you 2 more minutes, and then that is literally it for me. You guys make it so difficult to close off on my live stream. MVPs Becky, Bunny, Becky, and Drew. Without those players, we are in big trouble. Yeah, situations at club level could alter um at least the positioning of maybe one of the players there. So maybe Becky, the goalkeeper position, that, like I said to you guys time and time again, that is one of the hardest position to nail down. If you're the number two goalkeeper or the number three, it is so difficult for you to solidify your name as the number one goalkeeper. Sometimes it's a miracle for you to work your way up and be um called or labeled as the number two goalkeeper. Sometimes it's a stroke of luck. Sometimes it's the making the best of a worst case scenario. Um, but yeah, let's not underestimate the quality of um, Sydney Schneider, because that is a world class keeper as well. Absolute world class keeper. And we already know that Yasmin Jameson, she's handling business in Canada as well. But one of the most talked about players at the last World Cup was Sydney Schneider. And she is world class, every sense of the world. Every sense of the word, that lady is absolutely world class. Yeah, I could touch base with you this week, Formula. I was actually gonna call you over the weekend, but I was like maybe you're a little bit busy. So yeah, I'll touch base with you this week. That midfield with and Drew and I agree. Swaby, we have a great qualification and is underrated. And I don't mind when they underrate us. Let them label us as the underdog. It's fine. Be underprepared. Don't do your homework. That works in our favor, if you ask me. Mr. Porter, good day, sir. Hope you had a lovely weekend. Our keepers are good, but we need more. Yeah, I feel like we're fine with goalkeepers. I feel we're fine with goalkeepers, pending that things continue to pan out, or not necessarily continue to pan out, pending that things are or things work in our favor at club level for all three keepers. Yeah, yeah, and I'm not frightened when it comes to our goalkeepers at all. Definitely love and appreciate our goalkeepers. We're pretty steady between the sticks. And it's a shame because people who are like new to women's football or new to watching the Reggae Girls, they have yet to see the quality of the other two goalkeepers. So the quality of your Sydney Schneider, the quality of your Yasmin Jameson. But they'll get their chance soon. All right, guys. I'm going to have to love you and leave you. I can't hang on no more. Those painkillers are calling my name, so I'm gonna go listen to my body and do what needs to be done. Thank you so much to you guys there in the comment section. You are the ultimate 12th man. Um, you guys are probably missed out on quite a few if you're just tuning in. Let me go ahead and apologize for that. Apparently YouTube hasn't been reminding you guys that I'm live. So some of you have hit the notification bell, and apparently YouTube haven't been notifying you guys. Don't really know why that is, so I do apologize. But before I go, let me go ahead and bring back up some notes for you guys. Just round off the show for those of you who are just tuning in, so that we can all be on the same page. And also it will save you guys for having to go back and watch the show from the beginning. All right, so let me go ahead and give you guys a quick little. I'm not gonna turn on my shared screen because it's a little bit messy, and let me just go ahead and do a quick little run through with you guys. Tiffany Cameron and Eto FC defeated Marlo Sweatman's Victoria 3-0. So that is a little Reggae Girls derby. Shania Hales and Bristol City produced a 1-0 victory over Coventry United. And that is the start of the women's championship. That is the Barclays Women's Championship. For those of you who are wondering, the second tier of women's football in England. Paige Bailey Girls Crystal Palace defeated Atlanta Premises London City Lionesses 1-0. Siobhan Marie Wilson and Birmingham City were held to a 0-0 draw against Lewis. Alika Keene grabbed a goal on her debut as Slavia Prague thumped Dukla Prague 12-0 in the Czech Women's First League. So, not a bad way to start your season, not a bad way to start a new chapter in your book, New Life for Alika Keene. And she's doing it in some applaudable fashion. And we already know when Alika Keene puts her name to the score sheet, she only scores bangers. She only scores worldies. So, if you guys get a chance to check out that um, goal from Alika Keene, please do go ahead and do so. And if you want to share it with the rest of us, please be my guest. I can't share it because YouTube will definitely take it down from my channel, so I do apologize. As it relates to Champions League football, let me reiterate, bit of a bittersweet ending to our weekend. Kayla McCoy and Rangers advanced to the next round of the UEFA Women's Champions League with a 4-0 victory over PAOK. And Bunny Shaw and Manchester City were held to a deja vu heartbreak against Real Madrid. City's hopes of reaching the Champions League group stage is unfortunately over. So yeah, we've got a bone to pick with Real Madrid, don't we? Or do we have a bone to pick with those organizers there at the UEFA headquarters? Probably the latter. Whenever you guys are ready to pick that bone, please go ahead and let me know, and I'll be more than happy to get involved with you guys. Oh my days. Wow. She scored one in that 12-0 thumping. You guys are something else. Right, if I wasn't in some sort of discomfort, I promise you I would let this stream go on and on and on. But yeah, it's been at least 1 hour. And I was supposed to well over 1 hour, it's almost 2 hours, guys. Should have taken this tablets at least 1 hour ago. So I'm gonna go ahead, and it's still the same number, Mr. Porter. Still using the same number. So yeah, if you WhatsApp me, should definitely go through. Should definitely go through if you WhatsApp me. Glad you have on the blue for Spurs. I am. That's it. I'm gonna end this and go and put this in the bin because I can't have no one insult me like that. I don't even think I'm gonna get my nails in blue no more. I can't have anyone insult me like that. That's unacceptable. That Man United died and Manchester City. I wasn't gonna talk about certain teams from Manchester, because I know their team, their fan base a little bit sensitive. Yeah, Blake. Who Blake sounds like? Who does Blake sound like he supports? Blake is probably a Chelsea fan. Blake is probably Chelsea. Or maybe it could even be Manu. Just speaking out of pure emotions there. I'll leave Blake to answer that one for you, Miss Beckford, and then I will close off. Fantastic comeback, stunning. But that's why they are the current champions. That is why they are the current champions. Will bounce back. They always do. That's why they're the current champions, right? They know how to, the comeback kids. They know how to bounce back. They definitely know how to bounce back. All right, guys, I'm gonna go and take this tablet quickly because I'm not feeling too great. Right. Actually, I'm gonna hang on a little bit and let Blake answer your question, Mr. Beckford, and then I will close off for the night. Before I forget my manners, massive thank you to you guys in the comment section. You are the ultimate 12 man. Thank you so much for sitting with me for the best part of close to 2 hours. I don't know how you guys do it, but thank you so much for giving me your continuous support. The channel continues to grow, and that is simply because of you guys. I was going to say them, but I was like, surely not. There you go. Arsenal supporter, but I don't watch EPL often. Really? You're choosing the wrong time to not be watching your team, some would say, apparently. Asks Warren. He seems to know what's going on with the better half of North London. If you guys are out and about making your way home from work, I hope that you make it home safe and sound. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your weekend or the last remaining hours. No, he's tolerable. If he was a little bit intolerable, then maybe we could say he's a Spurs fan. But he's tolerable, young Blakey. So no, I disagree with you there, Mr. Beckford. If I don't see you guys during the week, I hope that you have a smashing week. And if I don't see you between now and a week's time for another Reggae Girlz weekend of action review, I hope that you have a lovely weekend when it comes. Stay safe, take care of yourself and your family. Smash those goals for the week. Make sure you have a productive one, guys. I like Blakey. I like Blakey. He supports the Gunners, so yeah, I like Blake. Definitely like Blake. All right, guys. It's come to the end of the live stream, so 1 second there, guys. Yeah, it's come to the end of my live stream, guys. So I'm gonna go and do what I need to do before I go to my bed. And on that note, it's time for me to end the stream. If you're new to the channel, please do go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you're one of the regulars, you already know what you need to do. Kindly go ahead and hit that like button for me. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for blessing me with a moment of your time. Big up you guys in the comment section, even Mr. Webster. Love you guys to bits. Thank you guys so much for your continuous support. I will be seeing you during the week. I hope that you guys are around. If not, have a fabulous week. Stay safe, and until next time, take care.
I'm John Barnes, and you're watching Talawa TV with Crystal Davis.